Hi everyone, it's Leonora. Welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading for Cancer. Cancer, how you doing? Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit the like button. I really would appreciate, honestly, everyone to listen to the Cancer reading. I think the moon is going to be very prominent in this month. The moon is very prevalent in all of our lives because it is it is the closest planet to Earth, and so it does affect us, but it definitely affects you, Cancer, as well as Pisces and Scorpio. But yes, I wanted to talk a little bit about the energies, if you don't mind, before I do the reading, because I think it's information you need to know. Okay? Okay. I really don't like to waste my breath, so if I'm telling you this, just pay attention if you can, okay? Okay. It's gonna be a very short intro, okay, guys? All right. For those who are viewing me for the first time, I do integrate astrology as well as tarot card reading, and sometimes I channel messages. Yeah, I have the ability. Thank you to the Cancer in my chart, as well as my moon placements. My moon placements are in Aquarius, in the cusp of Pisces as well. So, you know, if you're an astrologer, yeah. Okay. All right. So, Cancer, my darling Cancers. My Cancerian, just so you know, the moon is your ruler, and this is a reason why I wanted to talk about the moon energies that are happening this month. Okay, and just for future reference as well. Okay, the moon helps us, the collectives, like us, everyone, not just Cancer, identify our division of spirit. Okay. So it does identify the division of spirit within ourselves. It also simply identify our free wills, as individuals. We all have free will, right? I laugh at that word. Okay. Just like a woman's monthly cycle, you are linked, my Cancerians, to intuition, unconscious attitudes, patterns, and past conditions. Your mood, MOOD, and emotions changes every 2.5 days. Yeah, your mood swings. If I wanted to put that in lame terms. So every 2.5 days, this is a true story. True story. Cancers, I'm a woman, most women, and I don't want to stereotype, but I'm a woman, so I'm going to talk. We go through mood changes, especially in our menstrual cycle. And I'm sorry if I'm getting a little personal for you men who are listening, but whatever, this affects you too. We get into a little funk, during our menstrual cycle, and the moon represents all of that, especially if you're a Cancer. You could be angry one day, happy the next day, want to fight want to fight someone one day, be happy as you can be the next, be ambitious the next. I mean, yes, we as women go through that, but thank God it usually lasts 5 to 7 days for the most part. But men go through it too. Yeah, fuck you, man, if you think you don't. And I mean that in a very nice way. Yeah, you do. You go through menstrual cycle, but we don't call it a menstrual cycle for you men, do we? We call it more like bipolar. No, I'm only kidding. We're all bipolar if that was the case. But no, I don't mean to, joke about that. But the point is that we all experience mood swings, and so do men. Okay? Not just because you're a Cancer. This is what the moon energies does to our mood. Now, just FYI, my darlings, for the month of February, there's going to be a full moon in Leo. I think like this weekend. Wait a minute. Did we just have a full moon? I don't even know what day it is. I think we already had a full moon. The moon passed, the full moon passed. But the point is, the residue of the constellation is still there. Okay, so the full moon in Leo, is affecting the collective because it's not just the moon that affects us. I did give you a little bio about the moon, but the fact that the moon is in Leo, and what does Leo represent? I mean, for the most part, it represents children, rulership, and having a little fun. But that's what it represents at the moment. As far as energies are concerned. I mean, Leo means a lot more as far as what that house represents. It represents, the fifth house represents a lot more than what I just said, but I'm just giving you a little snip bit. I can't talk, okay? You're going to have to apologize. I'm going to have to apologize. See what I mean? I'm going to have to apologize if I stumble on my words or slur on my words. The Mercury retrograde is really fucking me up. My communication is gonna suck more than usual. All right. So, now this is a new interesting energy that we're gonna have at the end of the month, and for my water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, you're probably experiencing this now. But we're going to have a new moon in Pisces, okay? The moon does affect water signs a lot more than any other sign, I think, in my opinion. And that's because water signs are all about emotions, and so we are in touch when it comes to our intuition, for sure. Okay? And so to have a new moon in Pisces this month, I do advise you to nurture yourself and definitely embrace the energies to come. That's my advice, honestly, whether it's today or you're watching the video next month, all right? Try to nurture yourself and embrace the energies. Especially under a full moon and a new moon, okay? The new moon for me gives me no energy, literally gives me no energy. But the full moon, oh God, I don't know where the energy comes from. I'm ready to go. Cancer does represent a cardinal sign, and cardinal sign is all about taking action, okay, and being very ambitious. Yes, that's part of being a cardinal sign. All right. Now with Pisces, really quick before I start the reading, I just want to let you know, my dolls, that Pisces is associated with ancestors, and having the new moon in Pisces, just so you know, the energy of Pisces is also embracing the denial of individual ego. And when it comes to Pisces, there is no more ego. Do you understand? Unlike Leo, when it comes to Leo, Leo is all about ego. Oh, one of the most egotistical signs in the zodiac wheel, okay? But Pisces, by the time we get to Pisces, which is the 12th house, it's the last house, we kind of just, there is no ego. Yeah, that's pretty much shed. And so it's easier when you have no ego or individual ego to communicate. For example, telepathy. Having the new moon in Pisces this month, I want you to know that communicating without talking, and that could be to another human being, to our ancestors, or our source, whatever that may be to you, spirit guides, God, whatever. It's going to be more of an extra sensory perception under the moon, okay? It does that for us a lot. It just depends which constellation it's in, okay? But to have the new moon in Pisces, I mean, that we're talking about a subconscious within a subconscious. And so this affects not just people that have sun signs in Cancer. This affects anyone who has a water sign, moon, okay? If you have a Cancer moon, if you have a Pisces moon, if you have a Scorpio moon, your energies are going to be heightened when it comes to telepathy. You're going to connect to communicating with all there is, because we are connected with all there is. Think about that. Think about what I just said. All right, if you need to repeat the intro, my long intro, please do so. I would like for you to understand how the moon really affects us as a collective, okay? Like I said, I do integrate astrology and tarot card reading, so if this intro was too long for you, then, whatever. I'm not going to timestamp it. I think it's very important for you to know the energies in the universe because it affects you, okay? Okay, let's move on. In front of you, I do have the new Mythic Tarot, because that's what I'm going to be reading, as well as my karma cards, okay? I do integrate my new Mythic Tarot with my Native American Indian cards, okay? So I fuse them together, all right? And here they are. All right, I'm gonna start with my fuse deck here that you see in front of you. Love these cards, love all my cards. And then I'll finish it off with my karma cards, okay? My karma cards has a lot to do with the houses, the planets, the signs, very interesting messages that come out of it, You'll see how it works later. Okay. I don't read these cards in the reversal. However, if I feel the energy is in the reverse, then I'll read it in the reverse. I did pre-shuffle. I did set my intentions, my loves. Do not worry. I meditated over you. Cancer. I'll show you the cards, okay? I'm just taking them out. Just one more card, please. Thank you. Okay. Two more cards. All right, sorry about that. Okay. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the King of Swords. Okay. I will clarify them as like I said, I do like to clarify my cards. This is how my Seven of Pentacles look like in the New Mythic. Okay. Seven of Pentacles in the traditional tarot usually means setting an intention. Putting down a seed, planting down a seed, you know, and watching it grow. I have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a very interesting energy. I can't wait to clarify this. I have the Two of Wands in my Native American tarot cards. Okay, my Native American tarot cards look very different. I'm very unorthodox, guys, by the way. But don't worry, my message will be clear. My cards may not be so clear, but that's okay. I'll give you your message. All right, King of Swords. All right, interesting. That is something interesting about this energy. All right, so just give me a moment. I do see a lot of earth and fire, if that means anything to you. So basically earth signs. My earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if that means anything to you. I have here the King of Swords, which could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But it doesn't have to be, it just could be energies, okay, Cancer? It looks like you made a huge purchase is what I'm looking at. Maybe something that you invested in, okay, that took a long time for you to make a decision on. So it was very burdensome. You know, I see contracts, okay? But I will clarify them, all right? All right, so that's what I see off the bat. Looks like you're going to be very successful in whatever that is. You know, this could be as simple as a wedding contract. I mean, wedding contracts are not simple, but they don't involve money. I mean, I guess, you know, some people will take marriage as a business. I know I'm one of those people, but don't tell no one. I'll never find love. All right. All right, Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Cups. So, yeah, this was very burdensome for you. I think it took a toll on you, Cancer. Let's continue. It can't be taking a toll on you now. I do see three energies here. Cancer. One is probably happy for you, and this could be family members. This could be your spouse. This could be friends. But I do see one that is extremely happy for you. And I do see one that really, I mean, I feel like, you know, you may want, you know, their attention or their help or their support, but they're not giving it to you. There's another one with envy. I see envy in their eyes. So I wouldn't say too much to that person. I feel like you know who that is already anyway. Interesting. King of Swords came out twice, and then I have the Four of Pentacles. There is someone in your energy sphere, my Cancerians, that they are jealous of you. They're envy. You know what? I mean, jealous isn't even the word. It's like envy. They're holding on to you big time, and they may use manipulation, some type of manipulation, some type of, you know, just literally some narcissistic behavior, like bringing you down, you know, making you think that you didn't make a good decision. You know, I mean, you don't tell a Cancer they didn't make a good decision. They go by their intuition, for crying out loud. Unless they have like an air sign moon where they might overthink things. But, you know, Cancers are known to know that, but Libras are even more so. So you may have a Libra moon, or in any type of air moon, Gemini moon. Aquarius, they could be in their heads, but not so much so. You have Cancer. The moon came out. This is interesting. Right underneath the Ten of Wands. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. I'm stopping here. A whole bunch of cards just came out. Okay. So yes, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, which is the investment with the Ace of Pentacles that I was telling you about. Yeah, I definitely see that you made a huge investment. I mean, and it could be as little as purchasing a car, purchasing a condo, a home, okay? This could be also maybe your business, okay? Opening up your new business, that's an investment. So I definitely do see clarifying those two cards that you just saw. Victory, okay? So if there's any worry or any type of anxiety, don't worry. I want you to know that you will have victory behind this, okay? Your ancestors are right besides you, for sure. And I'm only saying that because of the feathers that I see here. Yeah. And behind, I don't know if you see this clearly, Cancer. I'm trying to get the glare out. There's a whole bunch of people, these Native Americans, and they're cheering. They're cheering for you, okay? I strongly sense they're ancestors of yours, people that have passed, okay? To clarify my Two of Wands, this is where I saw the energy of like one being envy. This one with the red eye, forget about it. Do not even say one word to this person. Ignore. But I do see someone very happy for you, extremely supportive. And I do see one that's, you know what, don't even bother with this person. You know, not that this person is happy for you. It's just that they're in another world, okay? Let them figure themselves out. All right. Then, to clarify the Two of Wands, I have like the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, okay? Now, the King of Swords came out twice, all right? But this is clarifying my Two of Wands. I do see someone holding on to you in a very energetic way, in a very manipulative way. And this is the energy I felt where they may just, you know, bring you down on purpose or make you think that you didn't make a good decision. You may be doing this to yourself, Cancer. You may have a child with this person. You may have been in a committed relationship with this person just because the King of Swords. The King of Swords, you know, I'm not sensing this card in the upright, even though I'm showing it to you in the upright, it's in the reverse for me. So I'm sensing really, you know, once this I mean, first of all, look at his sword, right? It's up, right? Ready to fight. Okay? And then on the other side, he's holding scales. I don't know if you could see the scales over here, which means fairness. Yes, the King of Swords is all about just and fairness and telling the truth, okay? And making sure that, you know, if people need to hear what they need to hear to move forward or level up in life. King of Swords is actually one of my favorite one of my favorite swords. Yeah, okay, one of my favorite cards because they do make great husbands. They do, but in the reverse, they could be. Like I said, I mean the word manipulation, just narcissistic person just comes to mind. Okay. All right, and they are holding on to your energy. Be very careful. There are people that hold on to people's energy, okay? You may not know it, you may be unaware of it. So if there's times where you wake up feeling very anxious, and you know, we did talk about your mood swings, Cancer, but this is different. This is something that you have no idea where it comes from, and you will sense it. Be very careful with people that are envious of you, which I know you may know who this is. And if you don't, if there's a way of you figuring out who this person is, do so quickly so that you could shed their energy away from your life. Okay? It's possible. Don't say it's not. Okay. Now, Cancer, I have the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands was clarified by you, the Moon. The Moon also is Pisces energy. A lot of readers will say that this is Cancer or Pisces. Now, I did say that you were going through some burdens, you know, situations, you know, and investment can be burdensome. This could also pertain to family. There's something that you may not be telling your partner if you're partnered up or your family. People that are close to you, for sure. People that, you know, don't mean any harm to you. I think that you should really open up about your feelings. Don't keep it to yourself. I think that's one of the reasons why you probably feel burdened, because everything else seems to be going well for you. That's what I see in the cards, but something about your emotions are not you're not. I mean, you know what? I'm a Scorpio. I have a couple of Scorpio placements in my chart, and Scorpios are very private people. We don't talk. No matter how awful the situation is or how much it's bothering us, we literally keep our emotions to ourselves. We live with it, we breathe with it, we eat our emotions, and that's how Scorpions live. Okay? We die within ourselves just so that we could be reborn and transformed. It's the weirdest thing. I feel like you are embracing that energy. And for a Cancer, that's a cardinal sign, it can be burdensome. Because Cancer, you're all about taking action. Okay? Keeping emotions to yourself. I'm going to clarify the Moon. What is it that you're keeping to yourself, for crying out loud? What's going on here, Cancer? A whole bunch of cards fell out for my King of Swords. I'm just going to keep it there because I was told to take it. So it's going to be a longer video than I thought, but whatever. I want the message to go through, okay? Okay. Yeah, I'm not taking that. It's way too many. Ooh, okay, here it is. Okay, 10 of Cups, great. All right, so it's the major arcana moon, which is you, Cancer, is clarified by the 10 of Cups. I feel like reading it this way, sideways, not in the upright, then in reverse. It's like this way. So, I mean, 10 of Cups, what does 10 of Cups mean? It means marriage, happy home, happy family. What is it, Cancer? Do you not want to move on? I don't know. When I look at this picture, Cancer, I'm just feeling the energy before I talk. Sorry if I'm taking too long. I just feel like there's one person that doesn't speak too much about their emotions. The other one is like all about, this is how I feel, and this is, these are my emotions, and the other person's more like covered up, like you see how one person's naked, the other one is like, well, not naked, but he's covered up where he needs to be covered up, where the other energy is more covered, more conservative. And so this may not mean anything, maybe this is how you guys are, there's one person that's more active with talking about the emotions, and then there's one person that seems to be, more introverted. Is that a deal breaker? No, not at all. No. But now I have to clarify the 10 of Cups. Again, I see the 4 of Pentacles. You may be worried about holding on to a long-term relationship. You may be worried about financial. Yeah, could be finance. That may be keeping you up at night. Maybe it's a decision you need to make. It could be maybe a past memory. Why do I feel like it's a past memory? I feel like maybe you were betrayed by someone in the past. You may not want to talk about it to your partner. I don't know. I feel like interesting. The 10 of Wands has nothing to do with the energies that I was talking about before. The 10 of Wands, which is clarified by the Moon, and the 10 of Cups has something to do with your past. Cancer, and I'm sorry to hear that. I do sense that a recent memory just came up for you. Maybe you want someone to be there. I mean, I did see ancestors in this card. Remember, you may be missing someone that has passed on. And you want them to be there. And this is what may be burdening you, okay? And I'm sorry to hear that. All right, let's move on. The King of Swords. All right, so King of Swords will clarify about so many cards, folks. I did sense contract with the King of Swords. Oh my goodness gracious. Ay, 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 ay. I have the 8 of Swords, I have the 5 of Swords, I have the Queen of Pentacles, I do have the World, Knight of Swords, the Empress, 8 of Swords, Knight of Wands, Yeah. Listen, I don't argue with my guides, okay? If my guides tell me to take it, especially if they really are nudging me, I'm gonna take it. Um, yeah, gosh. Cancer, I really want you to be careful with your circle of friends, or family members, or both. Again, I see that those three faces I was showing you before. I mean, I do sense some type of victory. I feel like you're being protected by your ancestors or angels, okay? Just be very careful about who you associate yourself with. You know, people do change. You change, they change, whatever the case may be. And so they may not be the same person that they were before, okay? That could be pretty hurtful for Cancer, because Cancer is all about the family and you know, keeping friends close to them. And so when someone is just like not in this, you know, in that same energy that you guys used to be, it really hurts a Cancer a lot. I do sense, you know, that you're gonna either have some type of argument, jealousy. Again, I see the jealousy card with the Five of Swords. You know, that envy. Look at this buffalo. It's not a happy buffalo. Under the new moon, I mean, somebody's gonna flip their lid. I don't know. It could be under the full moon too. Um, full moon does bring that out in us. The Queen of Pentacles. You know, I do sense that this is you. And it's just because it's a queen, it doesn't mean that I'm talking to a woman. Just so you know, tarot cards are gender free, okay? They're just energies. We all embody masculine and feminine energies, but I do sense that, you know, Queen of Pentacles, this is you. I feel like you are in a space, definitely in a time in your life where you want, you know, a happy home, a happy family. You know, I saw it with the Ten of Cups, but I definitely feel it with the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you're doing well for yourself financially. You know, and you have the world, you know, to complete this. You know, the world, earth, fire, water, air. I mean, you know, you have all the elements, you know, to keep you going. You know, congratulations. There is going to be some type of news. Hold on a second. I do sense news coming from someone. Could be an older female. And this could pertain to you or someone you know. News. I don't like this energy. It has to do with an older female. I just pick up, it could be a man, but I don't know why I say female. Just news. You know, it could be as simple as, you know, someone is expecting, because I do have the Empress. You know, the Empress is all about abundance, pregnancy as well. This is Taurus, Libra, that, you know, it's Venus for sure. But you know, I see how this old lady is here. And then there's this like bear behind her. I don't know, and I don't want to say it. I hate to say these things, and I hardly ever say these things, but I do sense some type of loss. It may have to do with an elderly person. So you'll hear some news coming with the Knight of Swords. You may hear it like from literally like it's like a overnight thing, you know what I mean? Like you weren't expecting this person to get really ill or pass away. It could be both. Either you know, my condolences if it's someone just passed, or and then I have the Ace of Swords with the Knight of Wands. Be careful in your workplace. I would try to ignore negative behavior. So funny. I work with children, and that's what I tell them all the time. Ignore negative behavior. But you know what? As adults in the workplace, we also have to ignore negative behavior, right? So please do so as much as that may bother you. Cancers, you know, we're water signs, all water signs. We're all very emotional people, so we may react in coming from an emotional space, right? I don't think we're the type of people that premeditate things. You know, maybe Scorpio, but that's not the point. I just want you to be careful with your work. With the Knight of Wands, it could be somebody that has Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I mean, these fire signs are always ready to pop off. Okay? So, look, he's ready to pop. You see that axe? His horse is not going anywhere, but, you know, I think it's coming from a negative space, a very immature space, because his horse is fine where he is. But he's just, like, ready to pop off. Like, you need to relax. Relax, okay? Okay, it's not that type of party. And so, you know, with the Ace of Swords, I mean, again, I see this man just like, you know, trying to figure, you know, how to go about things, you know, with this Knight of, with this Knight of Wands. And I just see him really confused about what to do with the situation. I'm telling you to ignore negative behavior because that's what it is. You know, it could be somebody that thinks that they may have more power or authority over you or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I sense a work situation. It could be something totally different. I know that the message ignoring negative behavior still applies. Okay. It'll help you in the long run. And this is what this is clarifying the King of Swords, mind you. All these cards that I just read. Yeah, starting with the Eight of Swords, the worry card. Okay. So, you know, I did send some type of contract and stuff like that. But, you know, once I clarify my cards, I get a full message. Yeah. I got 2 King of Swords in your reading. So just be very careful with behavior and words. And I don't think it's coming from you, Cancer. It's coming from, I sense 2 energies, maybe more than 2 energies, just really not on your side this month, okay? Now next month may be different, you know. You guys may work it out, you know. I'm not saying that this is an energy that's gonna be long lasting. I really hope not. As a Cancer, you guys are not like us. You know, you guys are not like Scorpio. We hold grudges till our death. Not all Scorpios are like that. Sorry, just making fun of them. I do want to take out just 2 cards on my karma cards just to finish the reading. I know this has been a pretty long reading. I still hope I still have you here. There's some keywords that I want to tell you, and hopefully this will help you in the time to come. So I have the first house. The first house is Aries. Ooh. Your fellow cardinal sign. The first house is Aries. Yes, it represents Aries. But let me read any keywords that hopefully it'll stand out for you now or in the future. It says immediately. It says the way you project yourself, do it on your own. Okay, so we have immediately, the way you project yourself, do it on your own. All right, I'm just reading keywords to you, okay? You may want to write it down if there's anything that really stands out to you. Who you are, your desires, your actions. All right, that's the first house. That's what that first house represents, okay? And then we have the ninth house. So we have two houses here representing your whole reading. The ninth house is Sagittarius. So we have Aries and Sagittarius, two fire signs. I don't know. Let's see what the ninth house says. Any words that stand out to you, hopefully. It says spiritual values, long-range thinking or travel, what is to be shared, okay? Also, the philosophies and laws involved. Do it in a big way. That's such a ninth house thing to say. Ninth house is ruled by Jupiter, which is one of the biggest planet, if not the biggest planet. What am I talking about? And also one more thing, has if it or they came from all there is. Interesting. Oh, that's cute. Has if it or they came from all there is. Oh my God. Wasn't I talking about that earlier? Oh my God, I want to read it again. In the very last the last couple of minutes of my introductions, I was talking about all there is, your extrasensory perception and stuff like that, right? The way that you could communicate with humans or ancestors or with your source. But I did say to connect your communication with all there is, because we are connected with all there is. Interesting. All right, I'm clicking off here. Love you, Cancer. Please like, subscribe, and hope to see you in my next video. All right, bye.